Hi, my name is Shivani and I'm from Manipal University, Jaipur, currently pursuing my undergraduation in law, and I'm also a member of Law Awareness Society. This is something that I really wanted to talk about. This is a video that is really personal, and it is also very important that everyone listen to it because it highlights a very important issue that is currently going on in our society, and that is bullying. So basically, bullying begins at a very younger level, and it mostly starts at school. So I think this is an important issue that I really need to highlight. From a very personal experience, I would like to say that bullying are majorly of two types that I have come across, at least in my life. They could be active bullying and they could be passive bullying. So active bullying would amount to bullying in a state of mind where the bully themselves comes to you, and then he or she talks to you, spits venom at your face, and actually makes you feel bad about things. Passive bullying is when they talk about you to somebody else, the rumors. So what could constitute as bullying? So the one thing that I personally faced was, as a victim of bullying myself, was a few years back, when I was in my school. So there were people who would come up to me and tell me that my facial features were a little manly, or that my nose was really big, or that I had a mustache or anything of that sort, and they would come up to me and tell me about this. This is active bullying, telling that you look like a man, or that you look like this, you look like that, telling a thin person that, oh, you are so thin, you look like matchstick, or telling a fat person, a little overly healthy person, that, oh, you're so fat, you must be eating a lot, you look just like an elephant, is bullying. That any sort of rumor would also amount to bullying, alright? And anything of that sort related to spreading rumors or talking about others, or even when you do not know anything for the fact, would amount to bullying. That would constitute as passive bullying. The former example I gave constituted of active bullying. Alright, another thing that I would really like to press upon is, do not go about bullying others just for the fun of it. You may crack a joke upon somebody's insecurities and you may laugh about it. The person who you made joke upon also laughs, and everybody around you laughs. But do you know what the person feels? You don't. You don't know how that person feels. You do not know how things go about in that person's minds. Sometimes a person is bullied. If that person remembers it for a very long period of time, it has a lasting impact on the minds of people. So a person who is being bullied, okay, how do you identify that person? First of all, the easiest way to identify somebody who is being bullied around you is to see who is being made fun of. If there is somebody that you're making fun of, or your friends are making fun of, and you people are laughing at that person, then the issue is that the person who's being laughed at is the victim, more often than not, and the person who made the joke is the bully. Other than that, how do you identify a person? If you're not associated with any group, how do you identify a person who is a victim of bullying? A victim of bullying includes a person who would be sad, disoriented, depressed. You could see the pattern of changes in their behavior. You could see that a person who used to talk so much does not talk much now. Person who is constantly being picked at, person who is constantly being targeted, a person who is not able to open himself or herself up. Okay, then there is aggressive kind of bullying where you are physically in contact with the person. For example, if I am the bully and I go pushing people off, that would be me bullying them. Alright, if I go pushing people, that I am bullying that person. You may not consider it it would be a very minor issue, that he can let him go, let that person just go away. But then no, that is the reason why it builds up. Every bully has a base level. That he or she began with a very minute base level, saying, picking up the other person, oh, what are you wearing? Oh, I don't like your hair. Oh, I don't like this, I don't like that. And then it goes on to spreading rumors or just physically abusing the person, mentally abusing the person, any forms, Bullying mostly has a mental impact more than the physical impact, and trust me, it lasts for a very, very long period of time. So any bully or any person who's being bullied should always know this, that people only try to bully you if they are insecure themselves. Okay? The best thing is to open up about it. Talk to somebody, be it your parents, be it your friends, be it your teachers, be it your counselors, anybody. Just open up about bullying, and it actually helps. It actually helps. But if nobody listens to you, go higher up, the authorities. More often than not, bullying happens in the school or in the college campuses. And if it's in school, it was not the case earlier, but then right now, recently, there have been so many schools that are actually launching the anti-bullying programs, and there are peoples and counselors in every school that help students. But if they do not help students, what do? Report to an even higher authority stating that this person, the person you approached to, has not helped you. If that is something that you're going through right now. But what happens if you've already gone through bullying and it's been years, like me? What you can do is you can open up and share your stories. You do not have to come out like me. All you have to do is go to my bio, fill in the form, and state your story. It's not that because I am telling you to come up and say something that no, it is mandatory for you to come up and talk about it. No. It's only if you want to. Your privacy, your name will be anonymous if you do not want to share. But sharing the story will help each and every other person who is being currently bullied, or there are potential chances of people being bullied. I know that most of you will not agree to come up and open yourselves out and tell us your stories or share your stories or tell that you've been bullied or something. But I really want you to help us make a change in the society, because that way we can let the legislation know what to do. We have the power. It's never the government that makes the citizen or the country. It's always the citizens who make the government. It's always the citizens who urge changes. Your voice will be heard.